TBD podcast. Rest NATO Comedy.
Woo! In the house.
We're all a bit disheveled, but it's okay because at least our nose isn't gushing blood.
We're rolling deep.
I'm actually quite fine. So I guess my nose could.
Good for you. But
you want to go out to the porch for a quick bite, you know?
Yeah. Well, we're on the subject. Couple Pot 2016. Couple Pot 2016.
I want him as VP. I want him as VP. I don't want him in the top spot. I want him as VP because he will keep Congress in line.
This is very true.
You know, as long as he doesn't get the cute
enforcer.
I don't think the world can stand another Dick Cheney.
He's the ultimate Dick Cheney, though. He's the Dick Cheney who'll actually bring a gun to the Senate and not just shoot people in the face in his office.
He'll bring his umbrella.
He'd also probably try and propose crazy laws like, everybody has to bring their umbrella on Tuesdays.
Everyone will pull an umbrella from my giant bucket of umbrellas and hope they got the cute one. As you can probably tell, we're
on
discussing...
Wednesdays we wear hats.
Oh my god.
I mean, yes. We are discussing the wonderful, wide, wacky world of the Batman films produced pre-Nolan and post-Adam West atrocity chunk.
That shit is fun.
If you were like 50, that's what you would know for Batman.
No, I know.
Would be Adam West.
I get that. I get through maybe an episode and a half, and I'm like, yep, bad alligator repellent, and then turn it off.
It's total, height of 60s camp. Yeah, it's total
whap.
Like, it's like all just, everything is just like, let's just make this for a generation of children who, want to.
Oh no! And
just
a great guest star.
It's totally.
No, we're not.
Not at all.
It's
because I had no idea what
exceptionalism and it's like everything is just so off color and just so like
Oh yeah, well, which it's supposed to be jokey.
Yeah,
that's the point.
Sometimes you just can't get rid of a bomb.
Holy marathon, Batman! I'm getting a stitch. Let's hope it's the stitch in time that saves 9. That's like my ultimate encapsulation of that entire show and the film that came afterwards in one horrible couplet.
But bad jokes, awfully delivered lines, and bad puns. I mean, it's the staple of the Schumacher era. So.
Yeah. Honestly, the Schumacher era is probably, and honestly, the new fucking Gotham show, I feel like they're both kind of in
bed together.
Because
Gotham is directed by Joel Schumacher secretly through a puppet.
No, dude, Gotham is so fucking wacky and insane that it's fucking incredible. Incredibly good. It's awful.
Incredible.
I can't stand it.
Really
I can't stand
bad.
that it exists, but goddamn.
Or awesome as literally inspiring of awe, as in like, how the fuck did people think this was a good idea? How has it been renewed for like at least another season?
People love it. Splashy with the
It's amazing how like Batman's story without Batman can sell.
Well, okay, I would actually totally know that Batman Year Zero is fucking cool as hell. Yeah. But again, like, I haven't seen Gotham.
Gotham Confidential would have been a great adaptation if they actually decided to make that instead of just trying to make, garbage.
Well, I mean, I've seen one scene from it,
like
and it was the whole, young Joker's been arrested for killing his mom, and Hector Salamanca is the guy who runs the circus, and
oh my god,
timeline stuff on that does not look like it adds up for Jack Taylor.
Yeah, it's like Gotham can't go like a week without being like, here's a young version of the fucking Riddler. Here's a young version of Penguin. Here's a young version of Poison Ivy, even though her name is Ivy Pepper for some godforsaken reason.
Because they crossbred Poison Ivy with Pepper Potts to create the ultimate
fusion.
Yeah,
oh it's like
Furians. Okay, I'm sorry, I had to bring the Riddick.
We're off topic.
It's all right. It happens.
Yeah, that's comic books. These are terrible tangents.
Like specifically the Schumacher years. Like my big issue is like you're watching it, and I'll have to give you full disclosure up front. I watched 3 of the 4 movies this morning at 2.3 times speed.
Which is hysterical.
It's fucking amazing. The laughter, all of the action sequences, people like swinging like and the Schumacher ones in particular were hysterical. But like the production values just fell off a cliff after the second film. Yeah. And you're just like, what is this cardboard cutout bullshit.
I'm gonna preface this whole conversation by saying every questionable decision that was ever put into those Batman movies was made by the producer of the movie, John Peters. This is the guy. If you ever heard Kevin Smith's story about Superman and him wanting a giant spider,
Wild West,
and him not wanting to fly, that was all John Peters. And John Peters. Fun fact about John Peters: he was Barbra Streisand's hairstylist.
How the fuck did he get the job producing Batman?
He was a very
made a bunch
opportunistic
of cash.
Yeah,
how many people has he killed?
Scaled up. 13. They were the ones necessary for him to build his
I was going to say all the extras, the Batman movies.
No, but he was like in the original Batman movie. He was the person who absolutely insisted on the Prince soundtrack. Even though Tim Burton was like,
wow.
No to all that.
I mean, it's mostly Jenny.
To be my girl.
That's not the song.
Mostly, no.
Trust, go to where you've been.
Because the whole idea was, you gotta trust the Joker. Yeah, that sequence doesn't make a lick of sense.
It's garbage.
I don't give a shit. I still love that first. God, love that Joker. Yeah. I still love that first one a ton, and I think it is the most solid of the films.
Yeah, absolutely.
I would agree, and I think most of the fans would agree with you.
Yeah.
I mean,
actually,
there's kind of like a downward trend. Like, I was looking on Amazon Instant Play last night, and there's like the first one has like a 4.5-star rating. The next one has a 4-star rating.
Yeah.
The next one has a 3.5, and the last one has a 2.5 rating.
Wow, Forever got a 3.5?
Yeah.
That's generous.
Forever is an incredibly uneven movie.
Yeah,
there's nothing good in it.
Yeah, like I said, watching it recently.
Well, no, that's a damn lie.
Yeah, Jim Carrey.
Alfred. Shut the fuck up.
Okay,
no,
Alfred's good.
Alfred is immaculate until the 4th movie, which he did not deserve to be in, and that movie did not deserve to be
There's
made.
a lot of things that...
I mean, every line in Batman Forever that Alfred has is, like, on point, and it's like a little kernel of wisdom, and then suddenly he's dropping lines about, like, pizzas and shit in the 4th movie.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
I don't even remember. Like, again, I didn't get through the 4th one at 2.3 times speed. I was really looking forward to rapid-fire Mr. Freeze one-liners. Like... Chill out! Put it on ice! We will take it back to the ice bar. I don't even know. It's just fucking terrible. It's nonstop.
Well, there's times in that movie that I literally think that Arnold didn't know what the fuck he was saying because he like has the awkward pause in the middle of a line, and I'm just like, all right, Arnold,
you need to chill.
The funny thing about that movie is like I've watched
nothing.
The most interesting way to watch it is with the director's commentary because it's basically one long apology.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I can feel that.
And basically, it's just the way that I guess it's set up is that, again, it was John Peters. And it was a commercial for all sorts of, like, if there's a way we can turn this into an action figure, let's do it. And it's just like, oh, that's why Mr. Freeze has an ice mobile. Yeah. And why all his men have, like, hockey sticks and are, like...
I think that play should have been a goddamn musical. It would have been better if everybody was dancing throughout the whole thing.
And full pageantry. Singing the, like, sad ode to his wife while, like, all of the guys go, like, shooby-dooby-wah.
Batman could be like, their criminals are superstitious cowardly.
Yeah, I mean,
yes.
The most redeeming thing about that movie is trying to watch it as a comedy and just forgetting everything that it has to do with Batman or anything with reality. But, like... To me, that's so hard to do. Like, I think that if you would have gone to that next level of just making the entire thing a musical,
like full off
hit
the
that note.
No, it's true.
Batman credit card.
Yeah, Bat credit card.
The Bat card.
It says Batman Forever on the bottom too.
Yeah,
I'm just like, goddamn motherfucking.
You just had to rub that one out,
yeah.
didn't you, Joel?
We made a lot of money with the last movie, so now we got to bankroll this movie
with the Bat card.
Now you can go fuck yourself.
Well, in that movie, for me, the most fun is watching it knowing that George Clooney feels guilty.
Yeah,
the film.
Like he knows that's his one. Like, you got one. We have one.
Well,
this proves your man.
He gave an interview where he was like, "I feel terrible. I killed Batman. I'm the reason they're not going to make any more Batman movies." And luckily, I mean, that was disproven because it's the reason that
movie,
though.
the reason that Superman Tim Burton Superman movie didn't end up getting made is because of that movie. At the end of the day, they were Batman and Robin.
That's amazing considering he didn't have his fucking name on it.
Yeah.
Well, and the third one, even I'm just shocked at the level because normally, at least Burton, even when he's just producing, makes sure at least a certain amount of work is being put into the film, and the just shoddiness of the design. Like, I mean, I know I mentioned a couple of you guys before, the fucking glow sticks.
Yeah.
All of the scenes of like, we're a bunch of crazy street punks who will beat you with these flopping glow sticks.
Watching Batman Forever and then Batman and Robin in quick succession, you can kind of see the writing on the wall of like the shift between Schumacher and Burton, and it's pretty interesting when you think about it that way.
Yeah.
Like, there's the start of like the cheesily delivered crappy lines, like nobody's really giving a fuck. It has Chris O'Donnell in it, all those things.
Well, I do truly feel like it was a thing going along where like they released the first film and it was pretty widely popular, but they killed the Joker and there were a lot of complaints about that, like, oh, they killed the Joker.
Well, actually, no, I was reading up on it. The main complaint was that they tied Joker's origin to the Waynes.
Oh.
Yeah, him shooting. I mean, which I thought was actually not a terrible choice. I thought it was pretty cool to kind of keep him...
It gives character motivation.
And it makes more sense for then Jack Napier to spend the rest of the movie specifically trying to pee on Batman.
Yeah. Second biggest complaint of that film was Batman's wanton killing of people.
Well, that's throughout.
Like definitely
I threw you down the sewer with 3 sticks of dynamite. He'll make it.
No.
It's...
Homer did.
I was arguing, I think, playing devil's advocate when we were last watching the two of us a couple months back. And I was saying, he doesn't kill people explicitly so much as blatantly choose to not save them.
Yeah, okay. That's generally true.
And it's definitely like a through line throughout the movies. I mean, there's the whole fucking bit, like, at the end of Batman Forever when Two-Face is clearly dead, but it's okay because Jim Carrey's in fucking Arkham.
Yeah, well, one of them made it. The other one where he just literally is like, fall off the cliff, Two-Face.
Yeah.
Eat it, Harvey. Fuck you, old friend. Like, throws the coins at him. But yeah, I feel like that's an interesting point about the first one. But like the second one is definitely like a deeper intensification of the same style of the first one.
Yeah.
It's like the first one, but all the intensity turned up. And I know that one of the big complaints in the fan community after the second one was, what the hell is this? What are all these whacked out backstories for fucking the Penguin? And
which is funny because that ended up being one of the more used like origin stories for him. Like they stopped doing the. I mean, they actually did more of a blending of like him being kind of gross and him kind of still coming from nobility.
Yeah, but so people were like, nah, it wasn't like the comic books. And then the third one was Joel Schumacher going like all the way comic book, and then people hated it, and then they were like, well, here's Batman and Robin, here's a fat fuck you on a plate. Yeah,
Batman Forever I feel like was closer to his take on it, but Batman Forever I feel was just kind of a, by the numbers, like we're, selling, this is a mass marketing tool.
Forever or
Robin. The fourth one.
Yeah.
Like that was like commercial. That was commercialism. The movie.
Oh yeah, as we were discussing
as presented with Batman.
Yeah, as we were discussing with the action figures.
Yeah.
But I mean, and that's Forever is just such
a 3 villains that had nothing to do with each other.
Oh my totally god!
Stupid. And arguably, yes, they had Venom, but other than that, the worst portrayal of Bane.
Oh my god!
He was basically like a Frankenstein's monster mini Hulk that like
kill.
Yeah. No,
but he's like not even good Hulk.
No,
he's such I hate that dude.
Hence why I phrased it mini Hulk.
Yeah, no, that's
the crappy thing about backstory on Bane at all about being like from where he's from and like
he's a test subject serial killer from South America. No.
Yeah. The crappy thing about Bane is that like in most
Bane is the business.
Yeah. And things other than comic books, like he's never had a perfect adaptation.
Yeah,
like the closest is definitely the Nolan. Again, I'm sorry if we're going to talk about this for a second, but like, yeah, it's because that's the closest to like displaying him as kind of a tactician,
well, and because that's what he is,
and a mental, just kind of like a mental match for Batman,
which is what he always was.
Yeah, but like of course they didn't do Venom, but that's here nor there.
Yeah, well,
again, I haven't seen the Nolan.
Really.
Not the third one. I hadn't seen Batman Begins until we did Michael Caine for the podcast.
Really?
I'd only seen Dark Knight.
Oh, wow. That's interesting. But yeah, like, it's like...
Judge me, why don't you?
It's amazing... hey, Scrabbles. It's amazing, like, the kind of, like, assets that they chose. I mean, it's funny, because Schumacher's would have been pretty good if they had just decided, like, okay, he has a voice, but they were just like, he's just going to be a brute. He's just going to be his lackey for, like,
I mean, if they'd done any kind of anything with Bane,
yeah,
they literally did nothing with Bane.
Yeah.
And Robin, who is just such a shit stain in both of those movies. Like, he's as useful as a shit stain. Yeah, I shaved Batman from the pile of rubble.
Yeah.
Wasn't like he was going to make his way out of that.
Yeah. Oh, my God. I forget. You forget kind of how... I mean, just watching him again, I forget how kind of weird, like, all the kind of crazy... That reminds me a lot of the fucking 60s Batman.
Yes.
With, like, you know, the car... You know, shooting a grappling hook and going up a building.
Oh my God! I totally forgotten about that shit, and I was like, "You're kidding me!"
Yeah.
Well, you're gonna kill a bunch more cops. Great job!
Yeah.
Like,
and like the big like floating island with the like Nigma's floating island, or not floating island, but like the floating.
Holy metal, Batman!
Yeah.
What?
It's
metal.
It's rusted metal.
It's rusty and there's holes in it.
Yeah.
Great. Good job, guys.
I actually want you to all take a step back and go fuck yourselves. But, like, no, there was actually, jumping way back, both of those films, I just feel like there's so many people involved in the production who need to be sorry and need to take a cue from George Clooney. Because Clooney did come out and officially say, like, I'm sorry.
Oh, everybody, yeah, no, I honestly, every interview I see... Or anytime I see anybody talk about that movie, they're like usually like, yeah, we know.
Well, but Forever too.
Yeah.
I ain't seen no apology from Val Kilmer. I ain't seen no apology from Nicole Kidman.
Watching that, okay, Nicole Kidman deserves to apologize because she looked flat.
She was
not her
physically,
herself.
but
she was boring. She was boring.
Yeah, I was just like, okay, she can be so good, or just like, God, like, why are you in this movie?
Yeah,
like this is a paycheck. This is clearly a paycheck, not something you care about.
I actually thought Val Kilmer did a very good job.
No, I had always given Val Kilmer shit as being like one of the worst Batmans, if not the worst Batman. But like after watching again both Forever and
Honestly,
Batman and Ahmed back to back, like I'm like, okay, Val Kilmer, it's Alfred, and then Val Kilmer, and then basically everything else.
Yeah, is pain.
Yeah, Chris O'Donnell had a chance to be a good Robin. I think he had a chance.
He had 2 chances. He was in 2 movies.
Yeah,
he had 2 chances. A poor job.
I like the idea of making Dick Grayson a little more like older. I mean, it makes a little less sense for him to be taken in as a ward.
Also, but, I mean, with him being like... Well, I mean, if he should have been like 15 or 16.
Not today's society.
And I think that... Yeah, which I understand why...
But yeah, it looks like... in that movie, he looks like he's being taken in at like 28, which is...
Like, hey, bro, you want to come live with me?
Yeah.
I know your parents are dead. Come to the bedroom.
You know what's a fun part of that movie that I noticed when I was watching it was that, like, you know, when Two-Face is doing his whole, like, Joker act at the circus... And like, Val Kilmer stands up and he's like, Harvey, I'm Batman, and there's like several people, including his date, who are
sitting right there and just listen him screaming, "I'm Batman!" and then running away,
including his date, who up to that point has been absolutely obsessed with Batman.
It doesn't notice him screaming, "I'm Batman!" and then running away and disappearing, and then suddenly Batman appears and beats people. Like, okay, also Nicole Kidman, serious breaches of professional ethics.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Like, literally, her entire thing is like, "Hey, Bruce, you're a patient. Let's get down. Yeah. Hey, Batman, I wanna treat you psychologically. But first, let's fuck."
Yeah.
Like, that's really, I've always been attracted to, unstable men. I mean, look at my job. That, ma'am.
Yeah.
I just need help.
Specifically, the thing you're not supposed. Don't have sex with patients. You lose your license.
He's a wacko. Is that a professional diagnosis?
Yes. After he does the flying kick and takes out the door. Not Bruce Wayne.
And there's no need for her to do the foxy boxing thing. Like, it never comes back again.
It's absolutely like, this is just
when they invade the house, because for whatever reason Val Kilmer Batman isn't going full Batman on the thugs. Even though they're up in the house and they obviously know who he is.
Yeah.
She punches out like 3 of the guys on the stairs. And I think that the idea of that was trying to distance her from
Vicky Vale.
Though
it's certainly not distancing her from
Michelle Pfeiffer. Yeah.
She was honestly, the villains in the first 2 movies, especially Catwoman.
They all just
that was another thing.
Excellent.
That was another thing that people were mad about her. Was her origin. She wasn't a thief.
Well,
I didn't care at the time because that was like my first exposure to a lot of it.
And a whole big part of the film is about the duality of people. And that's the whole point, is that it's the light side and the dark side. And it isn't the traditional backstory, but I'm totally fine with it because it is supposed to be a film about duality. It's interesting. And that's, I think, the strongest element of that film is it might not be the greatest Batman film ever made, but I think that in terms of the character growth and a lot of the writing, it's incredibly solid.
There's a big character arc.
Yeah. And who can ever deny the sheer brilliance of, shit, I got the cute one.
Yeah.
I know I've already brought it up once, but I mean, like, shit, I got the cute one.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. But I mean, yeah, like...
Only Michelle Pfeiffer had been able to reprise her fucking role instead of Halle Berry in that, like, 2004
Oh, my God.
Oh, God. No, that wouldn't have saved it. That was just bad writing, too.
The whole film was an excuse to see Halle Berry's, like... Not denigrating it, like, gloriously, wonderfully rotund butt in various pairs of skin-tight leather pants.
Yeah.
I counted 4
also to see her play basketball.
Yeah.
Let's not forget the basketball.
Or the fact that the bad guys were going to destroy the world with their evil makeup.
Yeah. Oh my God.
They literally just stripped away like everything good about.
You ever watch those things and you think like, man, is this what Hollywood thinks of women? They already have.
No.
We're still fighting.
Juggalos don't have that much power.
People.
Yeah, they have no power.
They have power.
They have power in the Juggalo fam. You don't go to the meeting of the Juggalos and talk shit on Violent J, you know.
No, you get your ass beat.
No. Yeah, you know, and I'll say it. I like Twisted. You know, Dark Lotus.
Why?
I mean, I like a little. I like a little bit of it.
Screw Batman movies for a second. Why?
Okay, I appreciate the fact that essentially all of the Juggalo music is aimed at giving an outlet for violent feelings of alienation for people who have spent their entire lives feeling violently alienated. And it allows people to have this unifying force. 99% of the Juggalos that I've met a lot of Juggalos, are wonderful,
Where are you meeting these Juggalos?
hardworking people. All over the place. My cousin's a Juggalo. My My cousin's a Juggalo. My ex-girlfriend was a Juggalo. Every single
Don't you
person.
mean Juggalette?
Yes, fine. Well, technically, I'm not getting. Never mind.
I don't mean to be so.
We spent a lot of time on J-Date, which is not Jewish date. It's JuggaloDate.com.
I'm sorry. I don't mean to be so condescending.
No. It's fine.
It's fascinating.
And every single person who I worked with at the kennel when I was working at the animal shelter,
Juggalos,
all Juggalos. And again, like I don't like Insane Clown Posse. I like other groups within the style because it is this like violent expression of anger and it gives people an outlet. And if that means that all of these people are then able to get together and say, I don't care what you look like, I don't care what your background is, we're all here together and we all love this like music and we all have this same feeling of being alienated and together we can all feel better and we can all feel strong and good. And it's honestly an overall positive force. Like, if you actually listen to, like, any of the musicians from any of those groups talking, they are all upstanding members of their community, they support their families, they give to charities, like, they're good people. It's literally just this ridiculous over-the-top expression. And I get that people hate Juggalo music. Like, I hate a lot of it, but I also like Twisted and Dark Lotus.
Interesting.
Which is the Juggalo supergroup that is all of the other Juggalo bands in one super band on Sunday.
Okay. I like Twisted Sister, and Max likes Flying Lotus, so I think we've got you covered.
Well,
sorry, do you actually like Flying Lotus?
Yeah,
I don't want to be like selling.
No. I don't think I've listened to an album that I wholly disliked. I mean, there's stuff that I like less than others.
For sure.
But. Same kind of reaction to Flying Lotus.
Anyways, something that I found really interesting watching fucking Batman and Robin is...
Oh, are we back on Batman and Robin?
I should have watched this one instead of the first one.
The scandal. I watched the 2 Schumacher ones because I hate myself, and I love the other 2. And I love coming at things from a place of hate.
I just wasn't sure which ones we'd be focusing on because we'd originally been like
on whatever the fuck you want, dog.
No. You should let it fly. I'm just saying that I wished I'd done that.
Let me tell you something. I think we've all. I mean,
we didn't even know Mike was going to be here today, but like you said, we spent
We spent all night drinking
and playing Battlefront.
Yeah, went to sleep at
Thomas
6.
left my house at like 6:30 or 6:45.
Yeah, I plan on playing Battlefront right after this.
Great. Jesus. They patched it. Some things are weird. Anyways, back to my point on the beginning of Batman and Robin. I find it interesting, that movie in particular, going back to, I believe it was last year, the whole scandal with Spider-Woman and the sexualization of, female characters in comics, and that it doesn't happen to male characters in comic and comic book portrayals. The opening of fucking Batman and Robin is literally shots of ass and shots of nipples from the fucking Batman and Robin and their respective outfits.
Like, that was when Batman gears up at the end of Forever. That's the final shot of the gearing up montage. Is like, pull on the gloves, pull on the boots, put on the cowl, butt.
Yeah, they have that.
And there's 2 seconds of the butt, and I was like, again, this is my problem with
bat nipples too and all that.
So many bat nipples.
I was having an argument about 3 years ago, and somebody was trying to tell me that bat nipples were the only thing that ruined the fourth movie, and I was like, no,
that was really not the only thing.
Are bat nipples unique to the fourth one?
No, they're in 3 and 4.
A lot of people, give Schumacher... Well, Schumacher, his explanation for that was just like, oh yeah, they're, superheroes. They're like, mythological, they're like Greek gods in a sense. So... what does most Greek sculpture have?
They're gods naked because they were indestructible, immortal beings. Yeah. Which Batman is not. He's a man, a hard man of the streets.
Yeah, but his whole thing is that he was playing into the mythology of it, and it's just like, that's interesting.
That is a total fucking stretch.
It's a little gay, but it's interesting.
Well, I mean, again, I don't care really. Shit, make every character in the whole goddamn movie gay. I'm totally
that's not my issue.
The random pans of butts. It's my same problem that I have in motherfucking High School of the Dead, where I'm like, this is great. We're going along, and it's all good, and then suddenly this is just a long panning shot of a vagina, and I'm like, I like this, but it's taking away from my experience of the film. Except the film is also poor. So, it's like, damn it, you're making it even worse with something I would normally enjoy. Yeah. Except it's a man's butt. And I'm sorry, a man's butt. And, Val Kilmer is not my type.
Yeah.
You're not going for that back pussy?
Well, I mean, I think we were talking about Batman and Robin. So is Clune Dog your type?
No.
Okay.
Neither of them are. None of the Batman actors are my type. We'll just put it out there, all right?
Damn it. I'm not into men.
Well, I mean, I am specific men, but that's... You knew I was bisexual, right?
No.
Yeah.
You guys shared the bed the other night. You knew he was bisexual.
Well, I mean, that's not like it's not something I go asking if I was like, oh, hey, what's your sexual preference?
Well, no, I know. I'm sorry. I thought that I'm sorry. I thought that had come up at some point. Yeah, no, but yeah, that's they're not my type.
Yeah, of course not.
But again, even if they were my type, I'd be like, why? Why is this butt here?
Yeah.
Why is this butt?
Yeah, it's weird. It's funny. The funny thing about Joel Schumacher is he's made plenty of good movies. He made Lost Boys.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I love Lost Boys.
I haven't seen Lost Boys.
Really?
So I can't judge
it. I know nothing about Lost Boys.
He also directed a bunch of House of Cards episodes.
Oh, for sure.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Which I kept being shocked by because I was like, my God, the quality.
Yeah, these are really good. No, when he has creative control, he's actually quite a good director. He also directed The Saint, which is not a terrible film.
I don't think I saw The Saint.
That's the other one with Val Kilmer. That's the reason he didn't. The reason he didn't do Batman and Robin was because of that movie.
Good.
That's a good one.
And also because he probably read the script.
Good.
But,
well, that's the other thing,
so you're telling me.
I understand a paycheck's a paycheck, but, halfway through the movie, I was just like, why didn't one of you just walk away? Just walk away.
Well, probably it might have actually been fun on the set.
Yeah, yeah.
Which I can imagine all of you sitting there getting drunk at the end of the, day of shooting, oh my God, you see what we're doing tomorrow?
Yeah.
You're fucking kidding me.
Yeah. I mean, I can honestly say that I did not have fun watching those movies. I think they're terrible. I think they're terrible films. But
we need to do the drinking game where we drink for every pun.
Oh my God, we'll die. I'm super into it. Do you want to do that tonight?
No, I don't want. I want to live.
Because I drank hard last night.
Oh, it's been a couple of days.
My head still hurts.
Yeah. I feel that. Yeah. It's been a couple of days since I truly hurt myself with booze.
Again, at least my nose isn't gushing blood.
Yeah. Which, going to that, like, truly every fucking performance in that movie is great. And if we could take just a moment to ruminate on the glory that is Max Schreck. And Christopher Walken as Max Schreck.
Why are you dressed like Batman?
Hell, why are you dressed like Batman, Bruce Wayne?
Bruce Wayne?
Bruce Wayne, why are you dressed like Batman, Bruce Wayne?
Selena Kyle.
But like saying how great would all of the Shrek movies have been if they had starred Christopher Walken instead of Michael Myers? And it wasn't even like a giant. It was just Max Schreck living in the swamp. You know, in his factory where he's dumping his waste and saving the fairy tale characters.
Fiona.
Donkey. Well, I gotta say, my ass.
That would be an interesting backstory, actually.
You see,
we gotta give her back to
like
Lord
I
Farquaad.
Can just kill ya.
As if it was actually just a regular ass swamp, but because he dumped so much toxic waste that was like literally creatures that had gone mutated.
My God.
And like come out of the swamp
created
and
fairy tale creatures. I love it.
Oh my God.
Kind of the opposite of the plot of Batman Returns.
Yeah. You know why he's named Max Schreck, right?
Because Shrek means garbage in Yiddish.
No, well that was the name of Nosferatu, the actor who played Nosferatu in that movie. Yeah, it was Max Schreck.
Interesting.
Yeah, as famously played by Willem Dafoe in that one movie with
Platoon.
Shadow of the Vampire?
Shadow of the Vampire.
Yes, Platoon.
Platoon, the long section in late 19th century Romania.
Yeah, it's Shadow of the Vampire. That's the one with the actual Nosferatu, right?
It's the one about the making of Nosferatu and the actor going crazy while they were making it and thinking he was a vampire. And then it has, what's his jackass McGriddle?
John Malkovich?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's officially what I call him.
Jackass McGriddle?
What's his jackass McGriddle?
I don't know if they take that on Jeopardy.
I mean,
that is correct.
What is Jackass McGriddle?
Little known fact, that was actually John Malkovich's original given name before joining Hollywood.
Yeah.
God, if
he was named by stripper carnies.
Hate you.
Yeah. Who were into McDonald's.
I knew a guy who was named Seven Bates, and when I say 7, I actually mean the numeral.
Wow.
Yeah, his parents were on acid a lot, apparently, when he was a child, and decided that it was funny.
It sounds like
he never forgave
this
him.
guy's parents were Seinfeld fans. So there's an entire episode of Seinfeld devoted to George Costanza wanting to name his future child Seven Costanza because of Mickey Mantle. So like, there's
what the shit?
Yeah, and like he ends up like fighting this other couple that are having a baby, and being like, "Well, no, we wanted to name it Seven because we're big Mickey Mantle fans and we're actually having a baby. You're not even having a baby." He's like, "But it's my legacy." He's like, I thought I gave you a great name. Soda was a great name. It's like, we're not fans of Soda. We're fans of Mickey Mantle.
Wow, I didn't even know about that. That is a possibility.
Yeah, that might be. They might just be huge Seinfeld nerds.
That's terrifying. Well, I mean, he was like 20 years older than me, so I don't know.
Yeah, no, doubt it. Yeah, I get that.
Yeah, because they were hippies.
They might be Mickey Mantle fans.
Hippies.
They might be into baseball. Hippies can
no hippies are into baseball. You don't know your science. Scientifically, baseball is the anti-hippie.
Oh, yeah. Oh, man.
But, I think every single villain in that does such a good job. Even, like, Shrek doing the just, like, cold, straight, like, direct, like, evil businessman so flawlessly. Even with the crazy, weird, overblown shit with Penguin, I think Danny DeVito always gives good performances.
Yeah. Oh, he's always interesting.
And
he's never boring.
No.
That's the one thing you could always say about him.
Always invested 100%, like there's no half measures. And I just think Michelle Pfeiffer gives an incredible performance in that. I've always thought that she was amazing in that movie. I was completely in love with her for like 2 years after seeing it. It was like her and Famke Janssen like totally dominated my sexual landscape for a good like 2 years.
Xenia on the top.
Oh my god, dude! Oh my god. Xenia on the top and motherfucking
Pussy mixed sexual reference.
Oh, yeah, one of my personal favorites. Yes, Mr. Bond tried to stay on the top of things.
Oh my lord.
One of my favorite money pennies.
She's fantastic. Michael Keaton, I think, he may not look like a great Bruce Wayne in certain respects.
I think he's perfect.
He does a really great job playing him. I think he's really cool.
I think it takes his hair a bit.
It's stupid that the only gripe about him playing the character was aesthetic.
Yeah.
Like, come the fuck on, people.
Was a huge part.
Like, well, he looks... He literally is the only actor to do it who actually played, like, a perfect Bruce Wayne and a perfect Batman.
Where is he?
In both.
Swear to me.
Yeah. I don't wear hockey pads.
Yeah.
But, like, I thought he was perfect in both. And, like, Val Kilmer was a great Batman, and I didn't think he was a very good Bruce Wayne.
Actually, I liked him. I liked him more as Bruce Wayne than I liked him as Batman.
Really?
Yeah.
Because I actually really liked him.
I think he didn't have and it's the same thing. Kind of my one issue with Keaton is that he doesn't have like kind of the gravitas. I think the reason I like Christian Bale so much is because he actually felt like he had the fucking like he had the body, he had the physique for it, and he had like the standing. Like he looked like Batman. And when he comes on, he looks intimidating. The other two, they didn't look, and certainly not Clooney.
No, certainly Clooney wasn't good at either.
But then again, he starts the film sliding down a dinosaur like fucking like Fred Flintstone.
Yeah, like, you know, just slip and slide style.
Oh my god, it looks ridiculous. But yeah, like I think, yeah, Christian Bale I think was the only person that actually looked intimidating to me as Batman.
I really liked Bale, but I thought that he was a bad Bruce Wayne.
I think I think the stories that they told didn't allow for like much in the way of that.
I'm not denigrating his acting.
Yeah, like, it's mostly like a reactionary Batman. Like those Batman movies, it was mostly reaction, except maybe the first one. He was a bit more proactive about it.
And I actually really liked him.
And I loved it. I think he did the best. Again, I'm talking about fucking Nolan movies. Actually,
it's fine.
We promised.
Yeah, but I think he I think especially in that first movie, you get to see a lot of his pathos in it, and I think you get to see like most of his like.
And he is a whiny rich kid, and he doesn't really know what he wants, but he is finding purpose, and I really like that. But then again, my main experience of him for most of my knowledge of those films was
Dark
Knight, and in Dark Knight, there's no Bruce Wayne. It's all Batman, and little bits of Bruce Wayne are totally, like, throw-off in material.
Yeah, well, because
what I loved about the Keaton was that he was really 50-50.
Yeah.
Like, 50% of the time on screen, he is Batman. 50% of the time, he is
Bruce
Wayne. And I think he knocked both out of the park. It would have been nice if he was slightly more physically imposing, but I thought that he had the gravitas simply of the fact that, like, the way they choreograph all those fight scenes, like the ease with which he literally just breaks people.
He does kind of that Steven Seagal, like, just kind of all defense.
And it's one of those things that, like, he may not be physically imposing, but I would not fuck with him.
Oh, absolutely.
And
if I watched a hate roll through a room like that, like,
he's still, like... At the end of the day, like, yeah, you may be laughing, oh, you know, it's Batman, fucking whatever, you know.
No,
he's some sort of man-child in a fucking Kevlar suit.
Yes.
Well, let's
raised by an employee.
Let's put it like this: like, if you see a guy in a bat costume at the end of a dark hallway, you're not gonna fucking be cool with that. You're not gonna
you might laugh, and then you get your ass beat, and then stories of everybody that comes into contact with this character getting their ass beat.
Yeah.
And that'll start to circulate, and then you might not fuck with him ever.
As a Batman, you build a reputation. You start off small, like with like 10 and 11-year-olds, kick their asses until they're older siblings. And
you gotta catch them smoking out back in the convenience store, like smack all of them in the face, tell them that the Batman harmed you, like we'll sprint off into the night.
Yeah.
You tell them I'm coming for them.
I'm working my way up to your older cousin Eddie. You know the one. The one who peed in Mrs. McGillicuddy's flower beds.
The one that took a dookie to the urinal.
He starts off just drinking a 40 by, like, the playground. And all the kids come walking in, and he's like, ooh, you better not. And just, like, slowly, like, the pounding into the open hand.
I like it. Just smashes the 40, like, full 40 on the ground and walks towards them. But Bruce Wayne, the early years, assaulting children with his rage.
Back to Keaton being Bruce Wayne. I love the shot in his museum when they're both just sitting there talking trash on him, and he comes in and he's like, "Oh, that's 14th century." Blah, blah, blah.
No, it's Japanese.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because he just watches them for like the fat minimum. That one must have been king of the wicker people. Yeah. Where's that from? It's Japanese.
Motherfucker.
He's like, I bought it in Japan.
Yeah, so it better be Japanese.
that's literally just, there's nothing, it's just so simple and such a fuck you. It's like, I bought
He's
it in
definitely a
Japan.
smart-ass Batman, which is kind of great.
And he was...
Step aside, kid, I've got this one. Ken's my girl.
And that's, again,
You don't have a chance.
But he never did.
And the whole crack about weight, like, how much do you weigh?
Yeah.
And then he fucking lifts her up, he's like, yeah.
Yeah.
You didn't weigh that much.
Yeah. Well, and then I also I love it. My favorite thing in that whole scene is like the whole build of like them instantly being like, "Oh my god, suck up to him. Now we know he's the rich guy." Oh shit. And then when Alfred comes in and tells him about the commissioner, there's just the like, "Oh yeah, give Numbnuts a grant." It's just like, I don't remember his name.
I love when Keaton in Returns he like gives that line where he's like working in the Batcave and Alfred comes, he's like, why don't you try and give Selena Kyle a call? And he's just like, I don't know. Maybe I'm afraid of my butler will just show her my secrets. He's like, remember that one time I came in and I was like, "Hi, Vicky. How's it going, babe?"
Are you sure that it's good in terms of security? We need to fix the car. Yeah, about security, Alfred. I wasn't the one who showed Vicky the Batcave. I'm sitting in the Batcave and suddenly I'm like, "Hi, Vicky." That's like actually the line. And he just walks
Vicky,
out of the room like...
Oh, man.
Oh, my God.
Jesus.
Yeah. Because Alfred, that was a terrible move on Alfred's
part.
Oh,
that was...
Just be honest with her, bro.
He's... Okay, I really like Michael
Go. Michael Go.
Yeah, Michael Go.
And I think he's a good Alfred, but he's like that awkwardly proactive type, because like he makes the whole suit for Robin.
Yeah, totally, like without permission.
And it's like, "Oh, you really should look after him." Like, basically, like, "He reminds me of you, dipshit. He's going through the same shit. Why don't you do something?"
Young men craving revenge don't need company. They need guidance.
Yeah. So
I thought it was
take me back.
He's like, "Bruce, you're not expendable. This kid is. I feel safer if we just throw him out there with
Master
you."
Bruce, we need a bullet
like a shield,
Master
like a human shield.
You never know if Joker will come back, Master Bruce.
Even the bat symbol and the Robin symbol, combined, it's the Robin shielding the bat from bullets, presumably.
So I have to say, great moment in Forever where it's like at the end and like Commissioner Gordon's on the roof and he's like, "Oh God, just turn them off. Nobody's coming." And then he like sees them fly by and he's like, "Go, go, go! Yeah, guys, yeah!" And it's obvious that he's like, "All right, bar, back to the bar. Like, we don't have to do shit in this city.
Yeah.
Batman does our job."
Commissioner Gordon was so weird in those movies.
I know, I hate him. The one of just him sprinting up to the roof in his night clothes, like, wait, is there something wrong? Oh, it's Batman getting laid. All right.
Yeah, no, it was
like leaves.
Yeah. Oh man. That's why that's
employee
like
trying to get out of work.
That's why it's so weird. Yeah, it's so weird to see those movies because it's so weird to see Commissioner Gordon is just mostly like it's not there.
He's a fat, useless old man who doesn't do anything.
That one, hands down, like I definitely preferred New Gordon and fucking Nolan to.
Oh yeah,
that was definitely the weak point throughout, and I love
Billy D. fucking Williams as Harvey Dent.
No, I would have loved that again.
I would have. I
wanted him instead of fucking. I love Tommy Lee Jones.
Instead of Tommy Lee Jones doing Joker 2 impression.
Yeah, which was obviously what they were trying to do. With every part of that thing was
even
Riddler,
like Jim Carrey and his Joker impression too.
I didn't get that as much.
Riddler was more. They were just
actually, no. Excuse me. Jim Carrey was playing Jim Carrey.
Yeah. Jim Carrey, please stretch your legs.
Yeah.
Again. Now stretch the other leg. Oh, those legs are all over the place, aren't they?
Okay, how can we do your hair up in this scene? That's a great idea. And dye it, yes, yet we're on to something.
The final riddle is so bad.
It's so bad.
It's full on fucking
are you talking Val Kilmer's riddle?
Blind as a bat?
Mr. E. No. The one where they figure out that it's Edward Nygma.
Yeah.
Mr. E. Like mystery. Like an enigma. Mr. Enigma.
Yeah, it was garbage.
What?
No, I'm talking about Val Kilmer's riddle.
I'm blind, And yet, I see everything. It's a bat.
You're as blind as a bat. Exactly.
And then, fuck you. Yeah. Doesn't use the sonic boomerang. Like, that's the whole thing. It's the new shoot with the sonar, sir. You haven't tested it. It does not use the sonar.
Oh my god.
Does not touch the sonar controls. No, I have to say my favorite thing in the whole goddamn movie was Two-Face and Riddler playing Battleship to blow up Robin.
Oh my god.
I got to that and I was like,
that's part of the reason I feel like that 60s camp came into that.
Oh yeah. Oh, totally. It was all that.
There's stuff that just like, oh my god.
All the scenes of them like odd coupling it, like, oh you, like
that's hilarious.
Which is actually
it was really fucking funny.
That was great. With that Robbie's like, ooh, look at this diamond. He's like, no, look at this one.
Oh, that's a good one. This is a good one. Wait, why are you blowing up my party? Because I'm bored and you're
taking too long.
I'm bored. I'm gonna steal their cell phones.
Yeah.
Literally his plan.
I've got nothing to do except look at myself.
The whole point of him is to bring out the bat anyways, and then Batman shows up and he runs away because he's made his heist.
Oh man, they do. I like both of those actors, but that was such a weird.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just there's tons of
the one thing that I can say
is
I think Tommy Lee Jones is a good person to play somebody with facial deformities.
That's mean. That's like the meanest thing ever.
He looks crudely carved, but I love Tommy Lee Jones.
He looks like a stump.
Yes.
Yeah, that was my point. Yes. I'm not disparaging the man.
Tommy Lee's
a fantastic actor.
Don't play with that. It's not your penis. It's not a toy.
Oh, I've been playing with them for several minutes. So
I know. I just thought I'd say something.
We're talking about rings here. It's not dildos or anything. I mean, we got plenty of dildos here in our elaborately and gorgeously laid out palatial studio where we record all of these.
Yeah, wherever we record NATO and
it's actually instead of the bat cave, we're currently in the butt cave.
Is it two broke dudes or two big dudes? I always
two big dudes.
Oh, okay.
Hey, it's not mutually exclusive. You don't gotta be a dick about it.
It's like, we're not calling you one Mexican dude.
We didn't call this the Two Assholes Join In podcast. Both of those assholes are yours.
Oh man.
Wow. Twice the Charbon.
Coming this summer, one man, two asses.
Have we talked about how ridiculous the plots in all of these movies were?
Oh God, mostly. I thought 1 and 2 were mostly pretty solid because it's
you thought that penguins
not the penguin. Okay, Act 3 falls the fuck apart. Yeah. None of that makes a lick of sense after
the penguins have approached City Hall.
Well, that was over the top and ridiculous, but I absolutely love it.
It's an analogy for the 10 plagues. He's taking the firstborn sons, with birds.
But they don't explain where he gets the penguin mind control helmets, which is a serious plot hole for me.
He just kind of did it in his spare time.
Wow! Yeah, with his broken carnival ducks. I'm sorry, he doesn't have the tech.
I guess
who the fuck came up with that?
I guess Oswald Cobblepot was an engineering student.
Yeah, apparently, secretly, while he was in the circus kidnapping children.
Well, clearly the timeline is Batman Forever came before Batman.
Okay, you're stupid. Go smack yourself in the bathroom.
And he used what's his name? The Riddler's mind control.
They weren't mind control either. That was mind reading.
He just had them watching TV.
It was mind reading.
Oh my God, that's why they became sentient. It's like Day of the Dead all over again.
It was called the box.
The box.
Yeah.
The box. It wasn't a box.
It was a bladder.
It was a lamp.
Yeah.
It was a lava lamp.
It was a lava lamp, but it was conical in shape. Yeah. Call it the cone.
Yeah.
I
guess memory box, but no, it didn't make much
sense. This is a box!
Yeah.
Well, I think its whole, in box being TV and adapting to...
Yeah.
But
I'm
so far
fuck
down the
that.
line. And, yes, things fall apart sensically with the plot, on Batman Returns.
Yeah.
Batman,
but it's
honestly, I don't think I have any problems with Batman.
The
thing is, I'm okay with it to an extent because it's literally at the point where things have fallen to shit with Penguin, and he's like, well, fuck it, fuck everyone, I'm taking revenge on the world.
Penguin!
If you read
the honor guard of penguins at the end that waddle out to, take his body.
Those, impressive man-sized penguins.
What? Well, I mean, he's kind of penguin-sized. It's standing.
Well, no, but I mean, those
you could
larger than
him.
a normal penguins, which... I guess Max Shrek's.
Full-grown emperor penguins can be like 4.5 feet tall.
They could be Danny DeVito size?
Yes. Really? That's the point.
Really?
I mean, yeah.
I'm going to have to look that up. That's interesting.
Penguins can get big as fuck, and they're also really nasty.
Siri, can penguins be Danny DeVito size?
Well, but I mean...
I use a penguin as a pillow.
He does.
It's true. I've seen him. He's an expert. And I mean, this was, again... This is actually one of my favorite details.
Senior penguinologist.
I dream of penguins. That's all I see.
I dream of Genie joke in there somewhere, but I don't know how to bring it home. But I mean, that's part of what I loved. One of my favorite shots in the whole movie is Max Shrek getting into the carnival duck after convincing him not to kill his son, and like turning and kind of being like, "Hey," to one of the penguins, and the penguins just going, and just biting at him. And he's like, "Okay, I'll stop." While like all the penguins are mad dogging him with rockets on their backs, and you're kind of like, "This is downright weird." Downright weird.
It's so fun.
The endless waddling waves of penguins. I remember the first time I saw it, I actually, like, straight up just, like, I think I yelled, "What?" in the middle of watching it with my family, and my dad was like, "No, it's just Shimble." I'm like, what the fucking army of penguins?
Yeah.
He's a penguin, so he has penguins.
He's a penguin. Logic. Yeah, like...
There's just times in those bird movies where, like, you would just go, like, it would just go with the plot, would just go batshit crazy.
Like, hey, I'm the Joker. I'm giving away $10 million, but the police won't show up, even though I'm a wanted criminal who's murdered many people. Oh, look at these giant balloons. Ain't no cops with assault rifles here. Like,
I mean, yeah, that, you want to get nuts? Come on. Let's get nuts.
Okay, just, I love that.
I love that scene too. It's
like,
fucking hysterical.
What, Bruce?
Yeah, that's like...
But it's also him, like, clearly showing, like, Bruce is acting like a badass and can't back it up because he goes down like a clown.
Yeah.
I'm taking off my makeup. Why don't you take yours?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That was interesting.
Yeah, it's
I love all this
it's
stuff
so ridiculous. And then, yeah, of course, Batman Forever with its, like, nonsensical. It's absolutely nonsensical.
None of the plot. Edward Nygma is, like, sexually fixated on Bruce Wayne and is like, "You'll understand the glory." Like, Bruce Wayne is literally like, "Hey, I like your idea, but we need time to develop the morals around it. I need an answer today." Why? Do you need an answer? I'm literally I'm refunding your project.
Yeah. I just need an answer.
You just... No, but I'm refunding your project.
No, I need to know.
Okay, well, if you're going to be an asshole about it, no
project. The answer is no, Ed. Like...
It was so... And then, like, Two-Face is just... Oh my god, that fucking beginning part where, like... He just pulls the safe out, and then inexplicably acid comes out of it?
Hey! Not just acid, boiling acid.
Oh my god, it's boiling acid!
Boiling acid! Hey, that's my hearing aid!
What? It's like, are you kidding me?
Do you want to live, or do you want to fall into boiling acid?
Do you want to live, or do you want to hear?
No, well, it's not even that. It's just one of those things where I'm like, so, the bank guard is a tiny, nebbish, pot-bellied man with bad vision...
And a hearing
aid who's guarding the central vault at, like, Gotham Bank and...
Yeah, you know, it was...
What?
Equal opportunity, man. Clearly those things did not prevent him from doing his job.
I would be... They should not have a small nebbish dude guarding it. It should be, like, a big dude with a taser.
And several of them.
Yes! It's a goddamn bank for this motherfucking Gotham City!
Yeah.
How often does this vault get stolen?
Yeah.
Probably twice a week.
And then,
maybe improve the quality of your guards.
Yeah, it was so... Oh, my God. And then he blew up the safe doors with the hearing aid?
No, he cracked
the safe.
That's why I needed the hearing aid.
Yeah, he cracked the safe with the hearing aid, and then they crash into some sort of big, giant...
Oh, no, he just perfectly bullseyes it on the fly to swing it directly
back in.
Yeah, so
which is some shit.
So dumb. That shit sped up was so funny because there's the long shot of him like twisting and turning at the end of the line with like the shittily done background, and it was just like like full on like penny show like 1920s bullshit.
Oh my god,
Buster Keaton and crap.
Yeah, it's so Tommy Lee Jones is just so like that Two-Face.
He hated that movie.
Yeah, I can see.
He hated everything. He hated working with Jim Carrey and everything. He actually told Jim Carrey, "It's like, yeah, I don't like you."
Yeah, no, like at the end, like Jim Carrey was like, I've enjoyed working with you, man, and he was like, "I don't like you. I didn't enjoy working with you. I hate everything."
Man.
Yeah, like literally.
Tommy Lee Jones is a bit of a bastard.
Yeah, that's what I've heard from pretty much everything that he's done. It doesn't mean that I don't enjoy him acting.
He's a wonderful actor.
But, you know, of all the people that I could meet in, like, any of those films, he would be down at the bottom of the list.
He's pretty far down. Down there with Jack Nicholson.
Definitely before...
Jack Nicholson, yeah, definitely.
Definitely before Joel Schumacher, but...
I think if I could meet
actually, Joel Schumacher might be an interesting conversation.
He would definitely be an interesting conversation. I could sit down with him
I don't like
and in-depth criticize him for what he's done to me. No, I'm kidding.
No, I'm like
just full on like Declaration of Independence. And, like, these are my list of complaints.
When in the course of human events, it becomes necessary to tell the director precisely how badly they fucked up.
Here are the list of my grievances.
I have a lot of problems with you people, and today you're going to hear them.
1, neon tubes on Tommy guns. 2, neon tubes on Tommy guns.
3, bat shot. Butt shot. Butt shot.
The butt shot.
The butt shot.
The bat butt.
Yeah. Bat butt.
Oh, man. Yeah, Batman and Robin, or Batman Forever is just, it's just like, nonsensical plot point to nonsensical action piece to nonsensical plot point to nonsensical action piece.
I think nonsensical works.
Nonsensical, excuse me.
Nonsensical set pieces.
Don Rickles, nonsensical.
Although I do have to say, Drew Barrymore in that movie, oh my god.
Oh, with her 0 lines and her...
she has like 4.
Yeah.
She had like 4.
Don't sell her short.
Yeah.
I mean, she had more lines than Spice.
Yeah.
Was just there to be like pseudo-dominatrix.
Like, nah, burned Boarheart, raw donkey, Drano.
Look what I made you for dinner. Look what I made. Yeah.
I think
it's literally Sterno mixed with grain alcohol is the beverage. And I'm like, so you're telling me that at this point Two-Face also has brain damage? Because he's regularly drinking Sterno.
Yeah, you know,
it depends what he decides to be that night. Is he going to be,
is he going to be a good boy or is he going to be a bad boy?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a very interesting...
You're a bad boy.
And I don't think in my wildest dreams I would never try and pair up the Riddler with Two-Face, but,
no,
when you're just pairing up the Joker and Jim Carrey, it makes a ton of sense.
Yeah, it does. It definitely does. Well, except that eventually Jack Nicholson's Joker would have just shot Riddler in the back of the head.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, he even, pulls the gun on him and is like, I'm sick of your shit. But, he just never pulls the trigger. And the weird thing that I think about the duality, especially if we're analyzing it from Tommy Lee Jones basically more playing the Joker than playing Two-Face, is that he spends
8-second
the entire fucking time being the Joker, except for when Riddler's involved, and then he basically becomes Riddler's bitch until he crashes Riddler's party.
Yeah.
Which is something the Joker would never have fucking done.
No. Though I do I did kind of love that, buddy comedy, I'm teaching you how to be a criminal, Ed. Yeah. But no, it's so dumb. And again, 8-second hand wave. Harvey Dent, who lost his mind after having acid thrown in his face by Maroney at the trial, blames Batman. Okay, well, thank you for that.
Oh, and his awful makeup with his purple hair.
Oh, Lord. Not even close to looking like Burns.
Yeah.
Just get Aaron Eckhart in there and just repeatedly slap him around, Or Billy D.
Williams.
Fucking Williams, who just obviously... What the setup was, I mean, they had Harvey Dent in the first movie.
They had to buy him out of that contract, which is hysterical.
Why?
Really?
They bought him out of that contract.
Do that?
Because they wanted Tommy Lee Jones. They bought him. They actually bought because Billy D. Williams had it in his contract because he joined that first movie because he was like, I want to play Two-Face. And they bought him.
So they bought him out of.
I remember what I said about questionable decisions.
Yeah,
John Peters.
They bought him out of the role to supplant him with somebody who didn't want to play the role.
Yeah. But he was a hot actor at the time. I believe he was... What was he in at the time? I'm trying to remember.
I think that's pre-Men in Black, wasn't it?
It was pre-Men in Black was 1998.
Yeah, that it was 95 was Forever.
Yeah.
No, I mean...
Actually, was Men in Black 97?
It was 97.
It was the late 90s.
It was my 7th birthday when I saw Men in Black in the theaters, and I did not have a good time.
So
I love that movie.
People could have gone to Batman and Robin or Men in Black. Why did anybody ever see Batman and Robin?
Because... humanity continually achieves to, try to disappoint you.
Okay,
humanity is one large tapestry of disappointment and failure, so,
Yeah.
As we learned from Bane.
Moving on to Batman and Robin.
All comes back to Batman and Robin.
Batman and Robin, about 20 minutes ago in conversation. The thing I found really fucking interesting is bad backstories and everything completely flowing into this. That Commissioner Gordon sucks so much that Barbara, when she came on the scene, was not related to Commissioner Gordon. Her parents were dead. Yeah. She was Alfred's niece because Commissioner Gordon was such a shit character and non-player in the series. That why do that?
Yeah, it was. Again, I think every decision that was made for purposes of commercialism.
Yeah, pretty much. And
but why had
But Gordon wasn't sellable because Gordon had been a fat, shitty lump since movie 1. And in movie 1, he actually does do some stuff. Like, I love the thing where he actually, like, rolls into Acme. And he leads the raid on Acme. And Eckhart's like, what are you doing here? He's like, fuck yourself. Yeah. I know exactly what you're doing. You're going to jail. We're not shooting Jack Napier.
Was it Acme or was it Ace Chemicals? I feel like it was Ace in the first movie.
I think it was Acme?
I know. Well, in comic books, it's Ace Chemicals in comic books, but it might have been. I wouldn't put it past you.
I'm like 80% sure it's Acme, but it could totally have been Ace.
Yeah, I mean, you've seen the movie before.
Love that joke.
Yeah,
love that joke.
But but yeah, man, Batman, whenever you talk about Batman and Robin, it's usually punctuated by the scene of George Clooney sliding down a dinosaur and into some guy.
Over it. The final scene,
and then ice sledding from the sky.
That whole
again, it would have been better as a musical.
Yeah, it would have. And that final scene of like Poison Ivy like singing nursery rhymes in her cell, and they made the really smart decision of locking her and Mr. Freeze in the same cell, which seems to me to be poor.
Take 2 Ds and call me in the morning. I think that's the worst of them. I think it's like this is the doctor.
Well, she does kill his wife. Yeah. She pulls the plug on Lady Freeze.
Yeah.
Well, but again, that's a really good fucking reason to not put them in the same cell. That's like pretty standard running a jail policy.
Yeah, I didn't realize that Arkham Asylum was run mostly by vengeance.
Apparently.
Run sometimes by maniacs themselves.
Well, also, all of the weird shit where it was like, I guess I should call you Bats with Nicole Kidman in fucking Forever. I was like, are you like trying to set her up as Harlequin? But she's not named Harley Quinn.
Yeah, she even has the thing where she goes and visits
Jim Carrey.
Jim Carrey in the thing.
And then Jim Carrey's like, I am
Batman. What was the point of that scene?
You're right,
it's literally a bait and switch, but it's 45 seconds long. So why?
Because he is Batman.
He's not Batman.
The mental has
And then she goes to fucking Bruce Wayne and she's like, don't worry, your secret's safe. And no one will ever know that you're Val Kilmer.
And then him and Robin run in front of a light.
The slow motion shot. I saw something swooping towards me through the darkness. A monster of lens flare. Just huge lens flare in this cave. Horrifying.
Could you imagine if J.J. Abrams had his
God, there would have been like an array of them sliding in.
There wouldn't be enough dark in there for Batman to hide and do his shit.
You don't have lights in the Batcave. You have lens flares.
Wow.
This is terrible.
But,
it's like 1960s track lighting.
Also, fun fact, Rene Auberjonois is the doctor who's, like, weirdly disheveled and evil looking at Arkham, who, like, shows Nicole Kidman, and I don't even remember her fucking character's name.
Like, she was Chase Meridian. Dr. Chase Meridian.
Yeah. Which I believe is a character. I actually remember looking at
That's a terrible fucking name, though.
There's a lot of them in comic books.
Yeah, I know, but I mean, like...
Have you ever heard of...
Chase the Meridian, bro.
Have you ever told you about my good buddy Zebediah Kilgrave?
Okay. Again... Zebediah I can get with. Kilgrave I've always had issues with because I'm like, so you're telling me that his name is Grave.
He's gonna kill them until they're dead.
I thank you for that clarification.
Or Crusher Creel.
Crusher Creel actually kind of has a ring to it.
Oh yeah, alliteration was big. It's still big.
Humpty Dumpty.
Is he a Creole? Like, is he from Louisiana?
No, well,
he is.
Actually, yeah, I believe he is.
Yeah. He's either Louisiana or... Well, no, Crusher Creel. Creel.
Yeah, the Absorbing Man. Yeah. Yeah, I believe he might be Louisiana.
I think he's from Louisiana. What's Killer Croc's real name?
Waylon Jones.
That's it. Yeah. See, that's a goodly name.
Yeah. Oh God, Killer Croc would have been.
Whatever.
I forgot he would have shit so
he
badly.
Actually would have been better than Bane in.
Actually,
he would have made more sense than Bane in Batman.
Actually, yeah, I think so too. And everybody loves dinosaur people. I certainly.
Well, I mean, except for the fact that what killed the dinosaurs? The Ice Age.
Holy and factual.
The scene where you could literally have a scene where Mr. Freeze turns on Killer Croc and have that. Man, they missed a lot of opportunities there.
Yeah, and
again, cold-blooded. Yeah,
I'm a penguin. A cold-blooded animal. Penguins are warm-blooded. Birds in general
are warm-blooded.
All right.
He doesn't know enough about science. He only... Well, he doesn't...
But he made mind control hats for penguins!
He doesn't know much about science, just enough to manipulate it.
Okay.
Batman and Robin had the most ridiculous...
a lot of things get flushed down the toilet. He probably found plans for a mind
control
virus.
Whatever you flush down the toilet, I put on the mantle.
Yeah. Batman and Robin having, there's so many things that are wrong with the first part of Batman. Like, there's, Mr. Freeze using diamonds to power an ice gun. There's Batman throwing Robin's frozen body into a pool and then using a laser to heat it up.
Yeah, that was actually kind of cool. I like the frozen Robin.
Robin sickle.
He finally shit up.
Yeah.
Did we get him? No, you fucked up, Donnie.
Oh my God. And then
you're out of your element, Robin.
And then oh God,
Batman with fucking Walter. Shut the fuck up.
John Goodman as Walter as Batman.
Steve Buscemi as
Robin. The dude as Alfred.
Yeah. Then Poison Ivy comes out.
He's
and,
like, dude, I
she
need a
meets
White
Bane
Russian.
just through happenstance. They just happen to be experimented on in the same fucking place.
The likelihood.
And then she gets her powers because she's Max Shrek'd through some plants.
Yeah. Hey, Max Shrek.
All these chemicals and plants and snakes combine to form Poison Ivy.
That is my one beef with and everything else, plus ingredient X, which may or may not be Samurai Jack's sword in liquid form. That's actually a fan theory that they are.
That's fun.
Oh, it's the same world and shit.
Well, that it is the same world, but that they are actually Jack's descendants making weapons that are sentient, therefore can fight off Aku if he ever comes back, and that the ingredient X is the sword, melted down.
It's fun to think
That's fucking insane.
Anyway,
he spilled the whole thing.
And Jar Jar's a Sith Lord.
Yeah,
maybe. Who knows?
Lisa gonna avenge you, Annie.
I know that he's not.
And
Lisa gonna finish what you started.
Oh man.
Bobby is Bill's son. What else is out
there? Toy Story and all other Pixar films.
James Bond is a Time Lord.
No, he's a Highlander.
Or a Highlander, excuse
me. Makes
me.
way more sense for him being a Highlander. He doesn't travel time.
You only die twice.
Well, if you think about it, of course, the fucking scene of the wife dying in the original Highlander, I can go on about Highlander for 2 hours, so we should not get up on this.
Okay.
Well, I think we're rambling and getting off topic.
But yeah, no, back on. Before we get back to Batman and Robin, because I don't feel like we've gotten up to it.
We have shit on that movie so
authoritatively
this
where
hour.
Mr. Freeze literally freezes the entire scene.
Oh yeah, and then just Batman's whoop,
and then plans to use satellites to freeze the world because somehow that's
gonna shape.
He's freezing the world so he can blackmail the world so he can get money for his what don't you guys understand?
It's the ultimate plan. There's going to be 3 guys in the White House who aren't frozen, and they've got the bank accounts.
Yeah.
But I won't be able to buy because the store is frozen.
About as good an idea as 2 people whose plans are diametrically opposed to one another teaming up so they can...
Yeah.
Oh, you mean Poison Ivy?
Yes.
Yeah, thank God Batman had that snowmobile thing. He had a whole set of them.
Oh yeah, no, that's another reason. Yeah, they spent third act.
Fins on that shit.
The third act, costume change and vehicle change.
Time to get into our winter clothes, everyone. Just in time for Christmas. Cha-ching.
Before we cap off, can we talk about how dumb Batman v Superman looks? Because it's technically a non-Nolan Batman movie.
We're talking pre-Nolan.
We haven't
pre-Nolan.
seen that
post.
Let's give it a chance to come out, and then we'll shit all over it.
I, for one, believe that it will at least be better than the Daredevil movie.
And we believe this because we are not just men of science, we are men of hope. But so going down the line,
and Affleck was the bomb in Phantoms, yo.
Let's get so
no, he wasn't. We watched that movie together. It kind of sucked.
It did.
So let's just say down the line, you know, first Batman
favorite movie, favorite character. Let's do that.
Yeah, favorite of the four.
We'll sign off.
Yeah, Max.
Oh wow, it's stressing me. Okay,
you're across from me, so I'm
okay. Cool.
Choosing.
I think my favorite, honestly, crazy third act. I think I'm gonna probably give it to Batman Returns. Like my favorite
character.
Favorite character, probably Catwoman.
God damn it! You took both of mine.
Returns and Catwoman.
So to be original,
that's a close fight because it's Joker's pretty good.
I'm gonna say Batman, and I'm gonna say Billy D. Williams. Not his character, just Billy D. Williams, because he has a voice like a goddamn Milky Way candy bar.
Oh, he does.
Okay, I like Batman Returns because it has Catwoman in it, and that's a shell fight for kicked ass. Yeah. But I would say my favorite character would be Jack Nicholson's Joker.
Yeah, really.
Ever Dance with the Devil in the Pale?
Oh, so you can split him.
That was almost.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody's gonna choose Forever Robin.
Oh, not a chance in hell. My favorite is Robin. My favorite character is Bane. I'm not doing that.
No. In a world where bad things were good.
if I had to choose one movie and one character, my favorite would be the first one, and my favorite character would be Catwoman. If it had to be in the same movie, then I would choose Bob.
Bob the
Bob the assistant to Joker.
Yeah.
But
go to me.
Bob gun.
All right. Well, that'll do it for another episode of TBD podcast because unlike Batman, we cannot go on forever.
Oh hell no! I ain't getting out of bed today. No way. Can't make me. No way. I'll just burrow deeper.